that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Both sides, 319, 26.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there. They just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Alpha.
All day, dog. Mike's 47.
Now it's Rodgers. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's complete to Slayton. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready, ready. 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the run, watch the run. Get it.
Throwing, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr., but a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. Jones throwing complete here to Tate. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready, ready.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 6-yard line. The stop there on 3rd, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. Go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Packers' 5-yard line.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. 2nd and 5. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, exit. 29 is Mike 29. Let's go, let's get this ball. Jump out! Jump out! 29 is Mike 29. Here we go, here we go.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check move. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, check, Mike.
On first down, Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up second down. Now Jones. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
17 yards. First down, Packers.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
47's the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And the Packer first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Rodgers now on first down. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. If you got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
At the 15-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Look, squeeze. Check 3. Big Ed. Hey. High 7. Get it.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Push him back. Box it. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, Steve 6.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Hey, box truck.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, pick it up, D.
Working from the gun. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
29 is the mic. Challenge. Don't let challenge. Hey, 2. Inside.
Here's Rodgers. And an alley to run. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
A gain of 19 yards.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at
because
all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
30. Hey, 626. Hey, Alpha. Wide left.
Rodgers going to throw again. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Crosby with the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Jones. Off play action. coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, 88. Hey, Charlie. You got to get the ball. Can you get the ball?
Throwing is Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. There he goes inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 out of 1st.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Go. Shoot.
Now Jones on 1st down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, good for a giant 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. This is Barkley down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, Delta.
2nd and 4. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Bristol, travel. Go. Check. Presto. Out. Big dance. Come. Ready?
They're going to run it with Barkley. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Rodgers now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Exit. 5.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Set. 8. Read. Under crunch. Safe. Big dribble.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Jones throwing on first down. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The toss out to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 3.
X3. 218. Chop it. Mike 50.
It's our time.
Snap.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th and 1.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out here in the eye. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. Now left side on the swing pass. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Flush to his right. A dump underneath to Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Mike 29. Rep. 30. Rep. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey, let's get off the field, D.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. Touchdown, Packers! Antonio Callaway, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Crosby for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Next the score, Giants 26, Packers 21.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Barkley on 1st down, going to work his way forward only for about a couple there. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
He's checking. Crash.
They'll run with Barkley.
Go.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 38 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Get ready.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rodgers going to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Hey, you block over here. Hey, Haywood. Here we go.
Rodgers on 1st and 10. That's taken in by Callaway. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 54 yards.
6-6, bullet high.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try now for Crosby. And this is back to a 5-point game. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On the draw, this is Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs.